Alright guys, Simon here. We are playing SimCity 4. We are working on a city called Rachel, a reference to the movie Blade Runner. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend you do. Blade Runner is a great movie, one of my favorites. I think my favorite. I don't usually do favorites, but Blade Runner probably is my favorite movie of all time. Okay, so what's the plan here? In the last session, we managed to get ourselves the state fair, which is great. But now we have issues. There's still a lot of demand for residential, a bit of demand for commercial. I think I'll build a bit more commercial because look, we don't have that much money coming in at the moment. So I think we should try to get as much as we can. Let's just wait, how much? A little bit more, not too much more. And we really should be converting to avenues as well. 7? Yeah, we really should be converting to avenues as well. That we shouldn't really be messing around with roads and streets anymore because we already have congestion problems down at the residential areas. I'm thinking a bit more commercial and then another module of residential to get more tax income because we need more tax income. We don't really need to worry about the school and hospitals for that one though, because you know it's gonna be like we only put in schools and hospitals because we wanted the mayor rating to go higher so that we can get the state fair and the farmers market anyway, right? So we don't really need those at the moment since we've kind of just started the city. Doesn't really matter if people are not educated and not all that healthy. Alright, so we've got a bit more commercial. I don't think that's gonna last very long, that demand. The biggest demand here is the residential, so let's do that. And we've just gotten enough farms to get the state fair, and immediately we are going to demolish most of it. Alright, so we're gonna leave a... No. What is this? Area 5.1 is gonna give me $380 a month? No, I don't want that. I don't need that. Why are they giving me that? What's the traffic like? Terrible is what the traffic is like. Wow, that's terrible. Alright, let's do something about this. We can do that. Well, not really, we can kind of do that. Let's do that there. It's not really working there, is it? I'm gonna have to demolish that. Demolish a bit of that to pause the game before people start panicking about not having roads. Alright, there we go. The problem is this is also congested, like that there. People are moving in and out here apparently. 86, or actually no, I just demolished the road, so people are forced to take a different road now. I mean, that goes to the same city, I don't know why. Look, traffic. Well, actually they're congested there as well, aren't they? Maybe that's why. Because if you look at that, 86 cars there, 2,000 cars there. Actually, no, that's about right. I don't know why it's congested on 86 though. This is very confusing for me. Like, why is 86 should not be a problem for a road? Is that street a problem? Yeah, that says street's a problem. Okay, let's change that to roads there. I don't want to spend too much time messing about with that though. And okay, let's check the supply and demand for those, and for that, that's still fine. More apartments being built. These are being built up. That's great. Great. Water supply is pretty tight. Let's build another tower there. This is a bad place because I'm gonna upgrade these roads or something, and then it's gonna all be a problem later on. Okay, let's forget about that for the moment. We're going to build a new residential area here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Should we go with the avenues? Let's go with the double roads for now. And we'll change the avenues later. No water, no way. I just gave them more water. Like this, it helps you, it tells you what's wrong with your city, but it's also a little slow, usually. I mean, if you're paying attention, then it will tell you right after you figure it out for yourself. If you're paying attention to your own game, so it's kind of not very useful. And it helps. I guess if you're new to the game, it's helpful, but not really. Kind of silly. The things they kind of tell you to do is not always the best. Alright, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, one more. So we're gonna leave a gap there for the highway later on. If we decide to put a highway in there, or otherwise we can always just kind of... Like if we don't build the highway, we can just kind of fill it in with more residential or commercial or whatever it is. So we leave a gap there for the highway just in case. I'm gonna leave a gap here for the highway as well, just in case we choose to do that. The double roads are not good because you end up with 4 intersections here, and intersections are prone to congestion. So it's nowhere near as good as an avenue. Like the double roads is not as good as avenues. But we're gonna stick with that for now. Not worry about that too much. We're gonna have to rebuild all these roads at some point in the near future. And I'm out of money. Look at that, $700 left. Now I'm really tempted to take out a loan. It takes 10 years to pay off the loan though. How much of a loan should I take out? How much can I afford? 500 is what I can afford in interest. Should I? Sure. If things don't work out, we can always reload a save game. Is that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's okay. That's right. Yeah. So if things kind of just go completely bad, I can always load a save game. So let's go zone this. I've paused the game. Let me just let the game run. Change all that to farms. I mean, change all that to houses. I think this is what I'm wanting to do. So 2 there. And wait a minute, I'm missing a road. Missing road. Okay, there should be a road here. There we go. Fix that pretty quick. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that's right. 5, 6. No one's moving in yet, although it's not the new month yet. That's alright. Give it time. And then... Ooh, not that. Missing road. We are missing a road. There. Right. And I mean, when you... Oh no, that's not right, is it? Like when you kind of set up a grid or a pattern like this, it's fairly easy to notice when something's wrong. And also, it's only really possible because this whole place is so flat. I mean, if... Oh, what's going on there? If there's a lot of mountains, or if there's like a beach with water and all that, then you can't really set up this regular thing, because then you have the terrain to deal with. You know, it's not gonna be as smooth as just drawing a grid and having everything work out. So, you know, some of these cities are set up so that it's quite easy to do this grid thing, whereas other cities, they set it up so that you have to deal with roads and mountains and everything, and it's more difficult to lay out. Although you end up with something that looks better because, you know, it's not rigid, it's not so straightforward, it's not so repetitive, but also more difficult to play because you can't optimize for tax income and stuff like that. Okay, so there we go. Is that correct? I think it's correct. 1, 2... No, it's not, because it's 4. I can put more in. Okay, my bad. Let's put more in, and I'm losing money each month at the moment. I'm hoping once these people move in, that situation will change and I can pay off the loan that I took out to build this residential subdivision, I guess you can call it. This suburb. Okay, so that was correct the first time round. And those farms just got completely cut up, so they're not gonna provide the same employment that they used to. That's okay. One more. So I mean, you can see how every single square is the same and all that. It's not very interesting to live in this city. Yes, move in, people. Move in, pay taxes. Alright, here we go. So the school doesn't really reach, neither does the hospital. These I can I can tweak them down a little bit, because this population seems to be stable at the moment, like they're not growing. So I can turn that. I'm gonna need more power fairly soon. Yep, more power. And pipes, because these guys don't have water yet, do they? No, they don't. Alright, more pipes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I mean, everything's on the grid in this game. So everything's more efficient if you just go with it, instead of trying to go against it. Okay, there we go. Water for you, and we are back in the green. Let's start paying off that loan. So all the demand is low, except for residential. That's amazing. There's some high-tech manufacturing, high-tech industry. Not very much. When the education levels go up, then the high-tech stuff is gonna kick in a bit more. In the meantime, let's just take advantage of that demand there to get more tax income. We're gonna speed up. Traffic. Still a problem. Still a problem. Problem. That's... yeah. Okay, I got it. So every so often they tell you can get more things. I think these guys are just traveling from one side of the city to another. That's kind of why you need highway connections between cities. Because they'll travel through, and they it's not very smart, is it? They don't go this way. Like that connection has well, it still has 2,000 cars. I guess that's not really helpful, is it? But you know, like they all kind of jam into this little connection there. They don't go another way. Maybe I should play the other city and see if I can convince them to not use this connection. Because until I play the other city, it's not going to change that simulation. Alright, what's the Texas doing? Texas is doing great. We're raking in the cash. Demand is still low for almost everything, except residential. Do I want to give them more schools? Do I want to give these guys more schools and not these guys? Alright, let's see. High school, monthly cost $750. Alright, we're gonna have to work on the education eventually, so let's... that's not very good. Why is that so small, the coverage? Let me pause this, put down the high school, and adjust the school bus funding so that we cover all the buildings there. There we go. Alright, let's see how many people go to high school. Probably quite a few. There's a high capacity one, but I don't think we need that at the moment. Alright. This simulation, like this city, it runs slower than the others because there's more things going on. And yeah, as the city gets more and more populated, the performance is gonna reduce as the simulation gets more complex. Hope that won't be a problem. Oh, there's not that many high school students. Seriously, in a city of 27,000 people, there's only 162 high school students. Can you believe that? Not very good, is it? Not the smartest city in the world, is it? Still, if we look at education, it's slowly increasing. Very slowly increasing. Life expectancy, you know, slowly going up. It was going down at one point. Now it's going up a little bit. Yeah, finance is not doing great. Like if you don't give the people schools or hospitals, you can make a lot of money very quickly. But once you do, you suddenly find you don't have any money left. Alright, so we're gonna let these guys develop. When's a good time to build more avenues? I mean, I can't really do much about this, can I? Unless I change... I mean, I can change that to an avenue, but this is still completely congested. Because they're going through this intersection here. What a pain that is. I feel like I should... Or do I not even care? Because it's not these people who are getting stuck here. Let me just set the commute times. Look at that, the commute time is pretty low. It's like about half an hour, so it's not my people who are having problems. It's the people over at Arcadia and the people over at Sardinia who are having problems because they're trying to travel through the city, through this city. And there's a huge traffic jam here, but it's for them, not for these guys. So maybe I don't even care about that. Alright, keep on running the city. That's still the same, that's still the same. Meanwhile, what do you mean no road connection? That's strange. What do you want to connect to? Traffic? No, traffic's fine here. No road connection, they say. That's a mistake with the simulation, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so what's being... what? With over 30,000 satisfied Sims, they voted to erect an impressively large statue of you. Oh yeah, statues. I've got a couple of statues, right, that's waiting for me to build. Yeah, so we've got a statue there, impressive statue there. They cost money though, they cost $80 a month. Again, these are demand cap busters, but they cost money. So as long as we're still growing, I think we're gonna leave those alone. Let's just see what's being built here. Let's see this. Low wealth apartments, 40 to 43. Actually, I might want to turn on internet. Like the Euro Contemporary is not being built. So Chicago 1890, New York 1940, Houston 1990, and Euro Contemporary. So every 5 years they change building styles, which I kind of like. So you can see how, you know, all this is the same, and then all this is similar, in a similar style. I don't know, sometimes I like to just build all of it at once and then not worry about the styles. I don't know, doesn't really matter to me. So these are okay, so we've got a lot more people now. Let me just check jobs and population. So the population has suddenly increased by another 50%. So we're sitting around 20,000 and suddenly we're 30,000, a bit over. And more taxes, more tax incomes. Okay, so yeah, I still have 8 years to pay off the loan, but that's okay, we're making plenty of money. Let's just check. Power plant's fine. Water is not fine. Water is not fine. There we go. Water's fine. Mostly the reason we're making money is because I don't have any schools and hospitals on that side. The number of high school students are actually slowly increasing as well. That's good, I think. Alright, there's more commercial things being built. There's a little bit of commercial demand because of the new population. That's good. Yes, build your commercials things, kind of. What to do next? I mean, I've got 2 residential things here already. I can build a 3rd one, I guess. I don't know though. Don't we need more jobs? Shouldn't we think about, you know, having more jobs in the city? There's no industrial. And that's on purpose. Alright, I'm thinking when I get a healthy cash flow, or when I have a healthy amount of cash in the bank, then I'll go and give these guys schools and hospitals. I won't do it yet because I kind of want to accumulate more cash first. There's more houses being built here. What are these things? Are these high wealth? No, they're medium wealth. Medium wealth things. But the city is developing. Oh yes, it's developing alright. So they're more highly educated and they're going to high school a bit more as well. Not so much elementary school, that's funny. Why would they not go to elementary school anymore? Anyway, let's just kind of turn that down a little bit. Should I put down the statues? I guess I can put down the statues. Not much else to do with this space, really, is there? Okay, mayor's statue, $30. Let me just see this. Impressive mayor statue. Oh, it's still only 1 block, okay. Let's put one in the corner there, sure. Put one in the corner there. Gonna spread that out a little bit. I don't know if I want to put this one down as well. Technically you should only get 1 impressive mayor statue, but it lets you choose between a male and a female model. But then for some odd reason it ends up being you being able to choose both of them at the same time. costs money. Alright, let's put it down. Kind of exploiting the game a little bit. The university is quite big. Where should I put the university? I guess the university would have to be... Look how big it is. It would have to be similar to how I did the... how do I change the position? No, never mind. If I can rotate this, I can fit it there. Maybe that's best, because I don't think the university is actually affected by pollution at all. So maybe it's best if I put the university like there. I don't think it actually costs very much to run the university. It costs a lot to put it down, to build it. That's still... no? I'm not... ooh, that's a problem, isn't it? Are they... where are they... why are they... what are they doing? Are they... okay, they're all going to the neighboring city to find work. I see. Well, I really feel like we need another connection, maybe? Let's go with the avenue, and no, we can't do that. And connect there. Let's do that. Hopefully that would relieve the congestion there a bit, if they can kind of use that connection instead. Okay. So now we're making $2,000 a month once more. So that gap is opened up again like crazy. Let's just keep checking these things. Yeah, that's fine. That's... I can probably make another one soon. That's fine. That could use more funding. That's fine. That's more than fine. Okay. What's the demand? There's more demand for commercial. Let's put that down, shall we? How much does it cost to put down the university? $82,000. Look how much that costs. It says monthly cost $1,500, but the thing is, like the other thing, you can adjust the capacity of it. So if you just kind of have fewer professors, then it's a lot cheaper. Like, you don't have to fully fund the whole thing if you don't have that many students, right? And I think the college and the university are, you know, I think they do the same thing. I'm not sure though. Like, I don't know if there's any benefit to putting down both of them. I think they are substitutes for each other. Alright, a bit more commercial. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, a bit more commercial there. Let's not go too crazy with that. More low wealth apartments being built, that's good. Keep the population slowly ticking upwards. Jobs in population, yep, so we're kind of going up still, yes, that's good. Commercial, yeah. There's a lot of people living here, there's not a lot of jobs in this city. That's interesting. And also you see how as your population increases, see that the agriculture demand disappeared. So as your population increases, the demand for agriculture jobs decreases. So you can't have a huge agricultural city, if that makes sense. You can only have a small agricultural town, if that. I mean, you can cover the whole city with farms, but if you put in, you know, too much residential stuff, then the demand just collapses. It doesn't really make sense. It's a thing they put in to model the real world. It's kind of what happens in the real world. Like, people move to cities to get away from the farm because there's not enough jobs on the farms and all that. So A lack of jobs in agriculture areas causes people to move into the city to look for jobs. That's what happens in developing countries a lot. Whereas in this game, you kind of have it backwards. When people move into the city, then you lose the agriculture jobs. It's like it's kind of doing things backwards. Okay, more church. Alright, we're gonna build yet another church. So another demand cap buster, that's great. Should we put one church right next to the other? Let's do that. Double church. They call it house of worship actually, let's not call it a church. Could be a mosque, could be a madrasa. Actually no, it's a school. A mosque is the place of worship. What do you call the Jewish? They call it a temple, don't they? Do they? I don't even know. I mean, there's Buddhist temples. There's shrines. Not that many major religions, to be honest. Alright, so there's still more demand for commercial. So let's keep putting more of that in. Just because, we can. And because everything's still fairly low density, I'm just going to cover the whole map with it. Later on, when we get to high density, we might actually delete some of this on the sides and change it to parks and trees to control pollution. Alright, so we got more commercial. More commercial. Great. Don't want to put too much of this stuff in. But we want to keep up with demand. Oh wait, water. Do we have water? No, we don't have water. Look at that. Alright, water. That means I'm running out of water, doesn't it? It does. More water tower. Here we go. There. And that should... Yeah, there we go. The water is fine there. Yeah, that's good. Good. Everything's good. Yeah, so the demand, you see, it's kind of reduced as they build more offices.